According to Brandon Blackstock's recently published obituary, his personal and professional life took an unexpected turn following his divorce from Kelly Clarkson. Brittany Marie Jones was the former assistant of Kelly Clarkson. The late music manager, who passed away on August 7 at the age of 48 following a 3-year fight with melanoma, was in a committed relationship with Jones, and the two had created a prosperous Montana business empire together. The obituary states that the pair had a common goal of promoting Western heritage through events such as Valley View Rodeo and Headwaters Livestock Auction, in addition to sharing a house. After over 20 years in the music industry, Brandon left behind tour buses and studios for open fields. Brian discovered the mountains and the cowboy way of life he always wanted to live after more than 20 years in the music business, stated his obituary. In Butte, Montana, he discovered a homestead and a love. Brandon began constructing a life, businesses, and a lasting legacy in Bozeman, Montana, with the help of his lovely and supportive business partner, Brittany Marie Jones. They worked relentlessly to establish Headwaters Livestock Auction and the Valley View Rodeo, which will be remembered forever. During the summer months of June through August, the Gallatin County Fairgrounds host its flagship event, the Valley View Rodeo. Amateur and professional riders alike compete in events such as saddle bronc riding, bareback riding, barrel racing, and team roping. Valley View Rodeo showcases the best of both amateur and professional talent, reads the website of the rodeo. From heart-stopping bull riding to lightning-fast barrel racing. The company is part of Valley View Enterprises, whose mission is to preserve Western culture for the contemporary world. Aside from the rodeo, the pair also started a weekly livestock auction in Three Forks, Montana called Headwaters Livestock Auction. They sold mostly cattle, sheep, and goats. The auction takes great delight in its reputation for providing animals with secure housing, high-quality nourishment, and compassionate care. The expert sorting, shipping, and customer service offered by the auction are relied upon by both buyers and producers. Brittany has worked with Brandon before as Kelly Clarkson's secretary in Los Angeles and later as his right hand in Montana, according to a December 2024 article in the U.S. Sun. According to her LinkedIn profile, she has experience managing day-to-day operations for artists like Kelly Clarkson in Los Angeles under the supervision of manager Brandon Blackstock. I took up the office and administrative duties at Mr. Blackstock's Montana cattle ranch after a management shift at Ms. Clarkson. At the moment, I am also Mr. Blackstock's personal assistant. Brandon and Kelly have 2 children together during their marriage, which lasted from 2013 to 2020. Kelly had just announced that she was rescheduling her Las Vegas residency for the rest of August because of her husband's illness when word of his death spread. We regret to inform you of the passing of Brandon Blackstock, a family official said. Brandon fought heroically against cancer for over 3 years. With his loved ones by his side, he quietly went away. Please keep the family's privacy in your prayers and thoughts at this time of great sorrow. In a heart-wrenching and unexpected turn of events, news about Brandon Blackstock's Montana legacy has sent shockwaves across the media and left many fans and followers in disbelief. The revelation, which centers around his complicated relationship with Kelly Clarkson, has unfolded a new chapter in their tumultuous journey, leaving many people with lingering questions. What started as a highly publicized relationship between the two has now taken another surprising twist, drawing attention to their shared history in Montana, a place that has been pivotal to both of their lives. Let's take a closer look at what led up to the shocking news and what the future may hold for both of them, especially after such a sudden and difficult revelation. The backstory: a love story gone wrong. To understand the gravity of the situation, it's essential to revisit the history between Brandon Blackstock and Kelly Clarkson. Their relationship began in 2006 when they first met, and it didn't take long for sparks to fly. Brandon, a talent manager and the stepson of country music legend Reba McEntire, seemed like the perfect match for Kelly, who had just become a superstar after winning American Idol. The two tied the knot in 2013, and their marriage was nothing short of a fairy tale for the first few years. Together, they have 2 children, a daughter named River Rose and a son named Remington. For many fans, the couple symbolized the perfect blend of fame, talent, and family. But behind the scenes, their marriage was far from perfect. After almost 7 years of marriage, Kelly and Brandon decided to go their separate ways. In 2020, the couple announced their separation, which eventually led to a highly publicized divorce. The world was shocked by the announcement, especially since the pair had seemed so deeply in love. But as with many high-profile celebrity divorces, there were underlying issues that would come to light in the following months. The Montana legacy. What's at stake? Montana holds a special place in both Kelly and Brandon's hearts. The couple had made the state their home for many years, purchasing a stunning ranch in the vast, remote area. The property was a symbol of their life together, a place to escape the hustle and bustle of their high-profile lives and create a sanctuary for their growing family. Kelly, in particular, became enamored with the peace and serenity that Montana provided, often sharing photos of her time on the ranch with her fans. However, the legacy of their time in Montana took a different turn after the divorce. As part of their separation agreement, Kelly and Brandon fought over the ownership and future of the ranch. Brandon, who had deep ties to the area, had initially hoped to retain full control of the property, while Kelly, who had strong emotional ties to the land, sought to keep it for herself and their children. After months of legal battles, Kelly ultimately secured the property, but the dispute left a bitter taste in both of their mouths. Now, it appears that the Montana legacy has taken another twist with a shocking new revelation. The shocking reveal: Brandon's hidden connection with Kelly's former assistant. The most recent news that has left fans reeling centers on a hidden relationship between Brandon Blackstock and Kelly Clarkson's former assistant. The revelation has caught everyone off guard, especially since the assistant, whose identity has yet to be fully disclosed, was someone very close to the family. The assistant had been working for Kelly for years, helping manage the daily tasks of the busy pop star, and was someone whom Kelly trusted immensely. According to insiders, the assistant's connection with Brandon began after the couple's separation. While details about the relationship remain scarce, sources suggest that the bond between Brandon and the assistant grew deeper as both struggled with the emotional fallout from the divorce. The assistant, who had been a confidant to Kelly for years, reportedly developed a romantic relationship with Brandon shortly after the separation. This unexpected twist in the narrative has taken many people by surprise. What makes this revelation even more shocking is the emotional turmoil it has caused for Kelly. Not only was her marriage to Brandon coming to an end, but now, someone she trusted deeply was allegedly involved with her ex-husband. Many are calling it a betrayal of the highest order, adding yet another layer of complexity to the already painful divorce proceedings. The emotional impact on Kelly Clarkson. The news of Brandon's relationship with her former assistant has undoubtedly caused Kelly immense pain. While the singer and television host has always been vocal about the challenges she's faced in her personal life, this revelation seems to have hit her harder than most. Those close to Kelly say she is devastated by the turn of events, feeling a deep sense of betrayal and loss. In fact, insiders suggest that Kelly has been leaning on her friends and family more than ever as she navigates this difficult chapter of her life. Kelly has been remarkably open about her struggles with mental health in the past, and this recent news has only added to the weight she's been carrying. As a public figure, she has faced her fair share of scrutiny, but now, with the added emotional toll of this betrayal, it's clear that Kelly is in a very vulnerable place. Brandon's perspective. What does he have to say? As for Brandon, the situation is equally complex. While he has remained relatively quiet about the ongoing drama, those close to him suggest that he feels torn between his personal desires and the consequences of his actions. The relationship with Kelly's former assistant has certainly raised eyebrows, and it's unclear how Brandon plans to navigate the aftermath. Some believe that Brandon may be looking to start fresh in Montana, where he has deep roots, but it remains to be seen if this new chapter will be one of healing or further conflict. It's also unclear how his relationship with Kelly's former assistant will affect his relationships with others in the industry, especially given the sensitive nature of the situation. What's next for Kelly and Brandon? As the dust settles on this shocking revelation, it's clear that both Kelly and Brandon have difficult roads ahead of them. For Kelly, the priority seems to be her children and ensuring that they grow up in a stable, loving environment despite the turbulence in their parents' lives. Her career continues to thrive with new music, television projects, and brand endorsements. However, the personal pain she's enduring is hard to ignore, and fans are rallying behind her as she navigates these emotional waters. For Brandon, the future may involve finding a way to rebuild his life and reputation. The Montana legacy, once a symbol of his life with Kelly, may now represent a place of both memories and new beginnings. Whether or not he will be able to regain public trust remains uncertain, but time will tell if he can move forward from this scandal.